Bronte, also big news for Harry this week, settling his phone hacking claim against the Mirror Group newspapers. What's unfolded here?
Yeah, so this was Harry settling the remainder of his claim against MGN. So you may recall last year it made a lot of headlines. Prince Harry took the witness box, which was the first time a senior royal had done so in more than 100 years. And that saw him talk about his personal relationships in the broader context of him accusing MGN of phone hacking and obtaining information about his life in an unlawful way. So in December, he had a victory in that case. And then the remainder of the articles which he had claimed were obtained through unlawful information gathering have now been settled as well. So that brings this whole saga to a close. And, you know, Harry has been really outspoken about this cause. So it's a significant victory for him. But he has a lot of legal cases going on, so I'm not sure that it will be the end.
No, probably not. But then that brings me, Louise, to my next question. What's next for Harry in this space? You know, he's now settled these two pieces of litigation recently. Does the war on the media continue?
I think, yes, despite settling the cases against Mirror Group, this is a crusade and it doesn't show any sign of ending soon. The mere fact that his own barrister, David Sherborne, outside the court spoke for the Prince, outside the High Court, and said our mission continues. I mean, there are other cases and other actions at the moment which are live, but clearly Harry sees this as a personal mission to right the wrongs of the errant press. And I think he sort of sees it in a way as a bit of a lever to get public support as well, because it's a well-trodden target, the sort of evil, nasty tabloid press, and the havoc they cause for his mother, the havoc they cause for him and his brother as well. But it's very interesting to see the difference in how Harry deals with the press, not liking them, and how William deals with the press, not liking them, and who can blame either of them for having a very fractious relationship with the media, given what's happened in the past. But I think Harry is on a mission to be at war with journalists, which so far hasn't really worked that well for him despite the settlements, whereas William, of course, has found a way to work with the media. And you'll see globally the press that Kate and William get is always fantastic because they know it's part of the job. They have to work with journalists, they have to work with photographers, and they have to at least build a relationship with these sort of big media outlets, not really be at war with them. That's not a good strategy.
No, and that's a very good observation. Now, Bronte, while the focus has been on King Charles this week and his health, obviously, the Princess of Wales has continued to recover from her surgery. How's she progressing?
I know it's hard to believe that it was all about Kate just a few weeks ago, and so much has happened since then. But at least on that front, we have some good news. Kate seems to be progressing really well. We already knew that her surgery was considered successful. She was in hospital for just under 2 weeks and has been recovering at Windsor. But in a new development and a really good sign, she's actually been able to leave Windsor for the first time and head to Sandringham, to their home, to her home with William and the kids for their half-term holidays. So she's still, according to her friend, she's still taking it very easy, as you can imagine, after a big surgery, and she's expected to be off work officially until after Easter. But the fact that she's been able to go and have some time at a home that they love so much with her family is surely a sign that things are going the way that they should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Louise, I've only got maybe 30 seconds for you, but the royal engagements have continued. Prince William has attended the Air Ambulance Gala dinner. Can you give us a quick run through on this?
Yes, and didn't he wow the crowd? I mean, the creme de la creme of London society descended onto Raffles Hotel, which is in Whitehall, not far from Downing Street, and it was a fundraiser for the London Air Ambulance. They need to buy 2 new choppers, and of course William flew for the Air Ambulance in East Anglia when he was stationed there. So it's a cause really that it's very close to his heart. Of course, we had the future king, and we also had the King of Hollywood there, Tom Cruise, which added the real wow factor. And I think the fact that William really took it in his stride and sort of had a few jokes with Tom, sort of saying, you know, when we get these choppers, please don't go anywhere near them because, you know, obviously with Mission Impossible, you don't really handle them too much with care. And of course, he was referring to a couple of scenes in the Mission Impossible films where, of course, the choppers collide and there's a big fireball on the side of a mountain. So, and Tom took that in.
Louise, I'm going to have to jump in there. Sorry.
All good.
Louise Bronte, thank you so much for joining us.